We continue our spring cab cam series. I'm in Lucas County. Joining me is Matt Ditzig, and Matt's with Heilmann Farms. And Matt, we're in some pretty interesting soil here in Lucas County. So we're just west of Bowling Green, Toledo, really Toledo area. Tell me a little bit about this ground you're farming.
Well, this used to be the remnants of what was called the Great Black Swamp. And so we have soil types that range from beach sand consistency to some heavier clays. The field we're in right now is pretty sandy, and so it's one of the fields we can usually get on a little earlier in the spring, but it's been pretty dry for us for the past week, so just about all our fields are dry right now.
Yeah, I found it interesting looking across this field right here by the road. I'm sitting in the car because the wind's blowing so bad, but out in the field, it looks like there's a section, like you said, it looks like beach sand out there.
Yeah, I always joke that if I took my shoes off, my boots off, and put my toes in it and took a picture, you'd think I was at the beach.
Well, I need to get our sponsor in here. Our spring cab cam is brought to you by Precision Agri Services Incorporated, your planter support specialist, providing after-hours support, 2 fully equipped service trucks, and a full line of parts. Visit precisionagriservices.com to learn more. So since I'm plugging our sponsor, let's talk a little bit about the precision that you've got on the planter. You're here in the Western Lake Erie Basin, and you said you guys have made some adjustments with this planter when it comes to applying your nutrients, and that your phosphorus, you split that out from your 28.
Right. Historically, we always had our 2x2 mixed in with 28. Sulfur, zinc, and phosphorus all mixed together. We static applied that across all our acres. But with the help of the H2 Ohio program, we separated it out. Now, as you can see behind me, we added a separate tank on the planter that has only the 1034O. And so, per prescription by our agronomist, the secondary pump will come on and off where the prescription calls for it, and adds the phosphorus only where it is absolutely needed.
So you said in this field that you're actually putting down zero phosphorus because it doesn't call for it.
Right. It was funny. This being our first year getting used to it, I loaded the prescription. I saw it. It just called for nothing. So it's a prescription that calls for 0 on this field. And the best we can recall is that this had chicken manure on it for many years. And so the phosphorus levels are within the tri-state recommendations, and so no phosphorus is necessary.
So now you said this is your second year with this planter. So you went with a bigger planter and a high-speed planter and got rid of a second planter.
Yeah, we did the calculations, and we used to run 2 16-row planters. We figured if we went to high speed and only needed to do 7 miles an hour, we could accomplish the same with the 124-row planter, get more done with less manpower.
So you said you typically plan at about 7 miles an hour. How fast have you actually tried to go with it?
Well, I would be lying if I said I didn't try 10 mile an hour a few times. And there's been a couple times where you have only a few passes left, and you start to see the raindrops, so you kick up the speed. And for us, as long as it's a more of a firmer ground where the auto steering can keep up, then really it wasn't a challenge. It's kind of just more about our comfort level and throwing too much dirt with the road cleaners due to the sandy soil.
Well, Matt, I appreciate you joining me, and it's nice to hear that you're almost done. I'm sure some guys in Southern Ohio would love to be sitting in the seat where you're at today. Appreciate your time, and have a good season.
Thank you.
Again, our Spring Cab Cam series is brought to you by Precision Agri Services Incorporated. Visit them at precisionagriservices.com. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Bart Johnson.